Hi, everyone. Welcome to the conclusion lesson of the Big 6 lesson day. I'm Mrs. Hameter. I'm the librarian here at McGee, and I'm here to help you and your teacher out with the Big 6 process. I just wanted to make sure that everybody understands the purpose of what you were supposed to do today is so that you can understand the steps in the Big 6 research process. You're going to need to be able to use those 6 steps to complete your own research this week. I've also made for you a handout. On this handout, I list the 6 steps in the process with a little visual to help you remember. And down at the bottom, there are additional links for you guys. If you're using the digital version of the handout, you can just click the underlined words will be a link to take you to the website. Or if you're using the paper version, you can use the QR code. You can use your Chromebook to do that, or an iPad if you're in the library. If you happen to be at home, you can use a phone to also go to those websites. It'll take you to the same place. And just to review here a little bit, the steps in the Big 6 process. So, step 1 is task definition. This is where we're going to be defining your problem and coming up with the question that you're going to be investigating. It should not be something that you can answer with one quick Google search. It needs to be something that you're going to need to visit multiple places to come up with your information. Step 2 is info seeking. You're going to determine your possible sources. You can use print or digital resources for this project. Think about books, magazines, videos, podcasts, websites, databases. If you are in doubt if you think it's a source or not, please come and ask me in the library, or you might be able to check in with your teacher. You're going to then pick the best ones out of all the ones you have investigated. For step 3, you're actually going to locate them. So if it's a print source, you might be able to find it in your school library, in the public library, or you might be able to find your videos, your podcasts, your databases, that type of thing online. In step 4, you're actually going to use the information. You're going to read it, listen to it, or view it, and you're going to take notes. But I recommend using bullet points, not complete sentences, because we definitely don't want to plagiarize. You need to write down and make a list of your sources that you're using so that when we do your final project, you are able to give credit where you need to. After reading, listening, and viewing, taking your notes, you're going to be taking out the pieces of information that are important and that actually help you to answer your question. And step 5, you're going to organize all your notes, put them all together in order that makes sense, and then you're going to make your presentation. And finally, in step 6, you need to step back and evaluate your product. Check your rubric to make sure that you have included everything. Maybe your teacher has a checklist for you, but there's also a rubric that goes along with your research. So, in conclusion, I know this seems like a really big deal. It's a lot of information, but don't worry, because each day when you come to the library to work on this, we're going to be going through all the steps together. And if any time you have questions along the way, don't hesitate to ask. Sometimes you can ask your teacher, and other times you might want to ask me, but I'm always available and I don't mind helping out at all. In fact, I love research. So, come and see me in the library with your questions.